Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Tonight we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Buffalo. And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
Begin by running the option. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 5 at the 29-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And right away, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
The quarterback on the
and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
By the Bills.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. That doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Jackson, option right. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
This is DJ Reed returning. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
DJ Reed on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now a play fake here on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 15. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Oh, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament, and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Jackson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Ayuk. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
2nd and 8.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 10 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, Gibson.
Antonio Gibson.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
7 brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Marquise Goodwin. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he returns this to the 22.
DJ Reed on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down now. It's Drake. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And a Panther first down.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First down, Carolina.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sony Michel, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Duggar. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's the option play now to the left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
4 yards.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. Right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 30.
Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Rolling to his right. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Third and goal, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone, and that's exactly what he did there.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now it's Jackson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it is 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Reed. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a loose football.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And some room to maneuver. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 22. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
A gain of 31 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A give. This is Michel. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Justin Jefferson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
10-10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin.
Jackson's pass.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
But it's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. No question that one stings a little extra because he had that 1st down. It would have been a 4th down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him, and now it's going to go in the other direction.
They'll start with the option. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. So that, Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
The pass.
Now they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. To Jefferson on the slant. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And a Panther first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
Extra point put through by Succum. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Smith to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
And now back out comes the offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
2nd and 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Panthers.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
3rd down.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw again. Down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. William Golston in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
The pass.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is fully awake now. If he didn't get off to the start that he normally does, they've got his attention. He's running it well.
You think they set off the alarm clock at the half? You think that's what went down? I know this, having played on the defensive side of the ball, if you do a really good job against a great runner, and you go into the half, you're excited, you're fired up, you think the game plan is working, but in the back of your head, there's that little bit of nagging doubt. Can we do this for 4 quarters? So far, that's not happening.
23 yards on the tuck and run. Well, another fine run right there from Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
Defense.
Give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. So now the Panthers down on the scoreboard. 33 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Mike Gesicki. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Yards to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Russ Cockrell. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Final score, Bills.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.